everybody, it's me, Hopeless Romantic, and I'm back in my Black Women Are Supreme crew neck by me, Hopeless Romantic. Get that on the site. Today we're doing a rod set tutorial on pre-stretched hair. I have type 4 hair, and so I usually will do my rod sets on pre-stretched hair because trying to get my roots to cooperate is very difficult when it's wet. So I'm using my Brush Easy brush, sorry. I'm using some water, some foam, some curl cream, some foam, and some gel, which I already showed y'all. I'm behind on the voiceover. But anyway, so you're going to roll up. Well, that's my method. There's a couple of different methods for Flexi Rods, but this is the one that I use. I tuck the end and then I just roll it up the hair. And I do roll it up the rod so that it's all not just rolled in one roll. Like it's rolled the length of the rod, I guess. I do sometimes add in a couple of perm rods, depending on the length of my hair, and sometimes around my edges, so that hair will be a little tighter so it won't get in my face. But for the most part, I'm completely using the Flexi Rods. I use different sizes of Flexi Rods because I separate mine out pretty small anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what size I do them because I'm going to separate them out until they're very small. So that's why I have blue and red ones. And then to secure the Flexi Rod after you've rolled it, you just bend it into place and it doesn't move. So the order I'm putting on the products is water, then cream, then the foam, and then the gel. And not a lot of gel, but the air is kind of wet here in Florida. So I put on a little gel so that my rollers don't get too frizzy. I'm talking in the background and not really focusing on the camera because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that me and Jazzy Loves, we did a Instagram live Flexi Rod tutorial together. It was really great, and you can watch the playback on my IGTV, and the link will be in the description. So we're finishing up here, and I did end up sleeping in these. I didn't mean to, actually. I just fell asleep under the dryer. But yeah, I did sit under the dryer for a few hours. I fell asleep with that on my head. So now we are just going to unravel each roller carefully to avoid a lot of frizz. Now, in the days coming, it will get frizzier. but we don't want to just like recklessly pull the rollers out because it'll mess up the form of your curls and it'll be real frizzy. But the main things that cut down on the frizz are that foam and that gel. I use the curl cream because I don't want to roll pretty much like unmoisturized hair. So, but it's going to be your foam that is setting it into place and that gel that's going to hold it where it's supposed to be, especially if you have type 4 hair. You're going to want to gauge how much product to use. But yeah, so just unravel each one carefully. Make sure they're not still wet. Not gonna lie, my roots were still a little bit damp, but I think it was more so the product than my actual hair. Sorry guys, I'm really tender-headed, so I'll be wincing and grimacing here and there as I take these rollers out. Once you've gotten all the rollers out of your hair, here comes the fun part. It's the separating and the fluffing. Because right now, I look like somebody's granny, and no shade to grannies, but that's not the look we going for. So I'm going to take some oil and put it on my hands, on my fingers, rub it around, and I am going to also carefully pull apart the rollers to the size that I feel like is appropriate. You can keep separating them until they're really, really small if you want to, but this just adds volume. So the oil is to also keep it from being super frizzy, and you want to make sure that you're pulling your fingers all the way through the end and finger coiling it if they start to unravel. But yeah, make sure you're pulling the oil that's on your fingers all the way through to the end of your hair, to smooth out all the frizzies and such. Okay, after we're done separating, I feel bad because I didn't actually show the pick. Like, I didn't put the pick in the camera, but it's a regular beauty supply store plastic pick. But we're just gonna pick our roots, raise them upward. Don't pick all the way through your curls because you'll mess them up. But just kind of fluff your roots, get rid of all those parts. Then if you really want to get fancy, you can take your blow dryer, and I set that on medium. You can set it on high if you want to, but you just pull your hair, like stretch your hair out a little bit and run the blow dryer right against your roots to kind of stretch it out a little bit more for a little extra razzle dazzle. You feel me? And when you're done, you should have a full head of pretty juicy little curls. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, follow, share, subscribe, and follow my other socials.